Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for the PS4. The Avengers have taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the National League West. And as you can see from the division on the screen, the Avengers are 17-11 after 28 games. And they're 3 games behind the LA Dodgers in second place. So let's jump into the schedule and get this game started. It's a 4-game set at home against the St. Louis Cardinals. We won the first game 10-3, so this is game 2 of this 4-game set. Organization games, Cardinals, play games, okay. Play full game. We are the home team at Crosley Field, which is a classic stadium. Looks good. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, is the pitcher. Let's see. Somebody's got to take a day off. Let's see. Idris Elba will... Benedict Wong will play. Let's see. Chadwick Boseman will sit it out for Benedict Cumberbatch. And that will be pretty much... Okay, it looks good for now. Here we go. As you can see, the team is made up of the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We usually play Dungeons and Dragons, which is a tabletop role-playing game. Not a video game, but a role-playing game. But when we're not playing D&D, I like video games. So here we are. I also like to do play-by-play. So welcome to Crosley Field as we prepare for a matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers is Star-Lord himself, Chris Pratt, making his 6th start of the season. He's 3-0 with a 3.93 earned run average. And leading off for the Cardinals is Richie Ashburn, batting a .190 with 6 RBIs. He does not have a home run as of yet. Inside, off the plate, count is 0-1. Let's get up a little closer. Okay. That is Chris Evans behind the plate, and Benedict Wong, protector of the Sorcerer Supreme in left field. At the knees for strike 1, 96 on the radar gun. 60 degrees here at Crosley Field. Overcast, wind is blowing from left to right. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lays down a bunt. It's a beauty. Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, makes the throw. Nice play from third for the first out. The starting lineup for the Cardinals: Ashburn just grounded out, bunt attempt. Kevin Newman at second, Edgar Martinez at first, Gary Sheffield in right, Joe Carter's in left, Miguel Sano's at third, Francisco Lindor is at shortstop, Nick Ahmed is the DH, and Chris Iannetta bats 9th and is the catcher. So Kevin Newman hitting a .180 with 1 homer and 3 runs batted in, steps up to the plate with 1 out here in the first. And he lines it just foul. Couldn't get around on the fastball. The count is 0-1. In there, circle change, strike 2. Oh, and 2 pitch. And it's a line drive, base hit to left field. So with 1 out, the Cardinals have a base runner here in the first. Nice contact. Next up is Edgar Martinez. 228, 5 homers, 10 runs batted in. It is only April. Just misses off the plate with the cut fastball. Ball 1. We're looking at the man who plays Star-Lord or Peter Quill in the Marvel Universe in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. And he skies it to center. Deep but playable. War Machine makes the catch for the 2nd out. So Gary Sheffield hitting .259 here in April steps to the plate. And a knuckleball misfires, ball one. And he pops him up in the infield. Tony Stark is there. Robert Downey Jr. makes the catch to retire the side. So it's a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the first. Cardinals nothing. The Hollywood Avengers coming to bat. So on the mound for the Redbirds is Andrew Heaney, making his third start of the season. He's 1-0 with a 4.12 earned run average. And leading off for the Avengers is Falcon. Anthony Mackie hitting .330 on the season. Pitches low in the dirt, ball one. Cardinals are 1 game over 500, good for second place in the National League Central Division. And he rolls it over to the third baseman, Sano. Fields fires, and there's one away. So, lineup for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie just grounded out. Tom Holland is at second. Robert Downey Jr. at first. Chris Evans is the catcher. Mark Ruffalo is the DH. Don Cheadle is center field. Benedict Cumberbatch's at third. Dave Bautista's in right, and Benedict Wong is in left and batting ninth. So Tom Holland sitting .384 on the season. And he flies out to deep center, right in front of the warning track to center field, and makes the catch for out number 2. Robert Downey Jr. bats third. He's hitting .278, 4 homers, 15 runs batted in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And he pops it up in the infield behind home plate. Catcher Chris Iannetta makes the catch in foul territory to retire the side. So it's an easy inning for Heaney. And after 1 inning of baseball, there's no score here at Crossley. Top of the second, Joe Carter hitting .295, 7 homers, 28 runs batted in. On the road, he's been a little bit colder, hitting only .242 on the road. And he doesn't get around on the fastball. The count is 0-1. Grounds it. Nice dive. Robert Downey Jr. gives up the body, tosses it to the pitcher covering for the first out. Nice play over there at first. See the replay. Stretches out from his knees, tosses, and leads Chris Pratt over there at first base. So there's one away here in the top of the second. Miguel Sano steps up, .267, 7 homers, 19 runs batted in. Almost, it's outside corner, strike one. Checked his swing, but it was in there. High, deep drive towards the left center field gap, but on the warning track, Cheadle makes the catch for out number 2. He made a bid for that scoreboard and extra bases. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Top of the second, check that. San Francisco Lindor is on a 6-game hitting streak, 9 for his last 25. Overall, .323, 7 homers, 16 runs batted in. Pratt deals. And he grounds it past the diving attempt by Holland at second. And in there, a base hit with 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Batting 8, the designated hitter,
Nick Ahmed, .289, 3 homers, 7 runs batted in, steps in. At the knees, strike 1, 95 on the radar gun. Just misses with the knuckleball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Ahmed. Give me 1 second, I have to check my phone. Okay. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Strike 2. And he grounds it to the second baseman. Fields, fires, and the side is retired. So, inning and a half of baseball. There's still no score here at Crosley Field. So, leading off the bottom of the second is Captain America, Chris Evans, who's really hot in his past 9 games. Overall, he's hitting .318, 4 homers, 14 runs batted in. Steps in from the right side against the lefty, Haney. And he promptly pulls it through the left field hole for a leadoff hit here in the bottom of the second. Here's the replay.
Number 84.
So, Mark Ruffalo, the Hulk, .313, 5 homers, 22 runs batted in. Steps up. Pitches outside, ball 1. Evans leads off first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Way out in front of the changeup. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ruffalo. And he fouls off the sinker. Count goes 1-2 on Hulk. And he rolls it over to the third baseman. Oh, tough play gets past him. He tries to go one-handed, and it's going to go first and third. I wonder if they'll credit him with an error. They might not go with an error because he didn't put his hand on the ball. So it's a single, runners at first and third with nobody out for Don Cheadle. Pitches low, ball 1. Cheadle's hitting .360 on the season. .363. Double play. The runner does not score. Martinez, nice play at first. Let's watch this again. To the first baseman on a hop. Fires to second for 1. And back to Martinez. .363 double play. So there's still no score here in the bottom of the second. Dr. Strange steps up, hitting .389 in limited play. Out in front of the changeup, strike 1. Checks his swing, curveball is low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Chris Evans leads off third and need a hit to get him in. Fouls off the sinker, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cumberbatch. And it's a line drive, but caught by Sano at third. He redeems himself for that little hiccup down the line in this inning. So they get 2 runners on with nobody out, but do not score. At the end of 2, it's no score. Nothing. Next up is Chris Iannetta hitting .347. In there, strike 1. Breaking ball floats in for strike 2. Swing and a miss at the circle change, strike 3, and there's 1 out. That's strikeout number 1 for Chris Pratt, Star-Lord.
The center fielder, number 1, Richie Ashburn.
So next up is Richie Ashburn. Lineup turns over, he's 0 for 1. And it's a line drive towards the gap, and it will drop in there. He makes the big turn at first, but stays over there. So it's a 1-out single for Ashburn. Thought about trying to push it to second. But so Kevin Newman steps up. He is a single in the first. Takes it at the knees for strike 1. 1 for 6 in the series. Circle change in there, strike 2. And he jams him, fouls it back to the screen. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner at first. Lazy fly ball, but playable by Dave Bautista in right for the 2nd out. Nice play by Dave. Drax the Destroyer.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So Edgar Martinez steps up to the plate, hitting .226. He flew out in the 1st. And there's 2 down. 97 on the radar gun, strike 1. Knuckle floats in there for strike 2. Just off the plate outside, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pratt wanted that pitch. Hits it high and deep. That one's got a chance. It is just foul by inches. And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Could have been a 2-0 lead, but it was not to be. Grounds it to the shortstop, throws it to second, underhands it for the out, and the side is retired. So 2.5 innings of complete. There is still no score in the game. Oof, luckily. Drax the Destroyer, hitting .316, 5 homers, 16 runs batted in. And Bautista hits a hard line drive, but caught by the outfielder for the 1st out. Standings in the NL Central, Milwaukee is leading things with a 20-9 record. As you can see, St. Louis is in 2nd place, 5 games back. It's only April. So Benedict Wong, part-time players, hitting .417. Pitches outside, ball 1. He's 5 for 12 in the season. Fouls the curveball back to the screen. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he slaps it deep. He's got a chance. And it is in the corner. 1 hop back to the fielder. Nice hop. But still, Benedict Wong, protector of the Sorcerer Supreme, is going to have a stand-up double to lead off the inning. No chance for him really to race that down. Any other ballpark would have hung a home run. Perks, the little quirks of playing at Crosley Field. So next up is the leadoff man, Anthony Mackie, who's 0 for 1. He's got a runner inside, ball 1. Runner at second with 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. To the center fielder, Ashburn makes the catch for the 2nd out. No advance on the base paths. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, flew out in the 1st. He has a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Outside, ball 1. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Holland. And he grounds it through the left side into center, into right field for a base hit. The runner makes the turn. The throw is up the line. It's an RBI single for Tom Holland, and the score is MCU 1-0. Let's watch the replay. Slow runner. Wong is not a fast runner, so he had a chance. If the throw was on line, he would have had him, but throw was up the line. So for a two-out hit, gives him the lead. Robert Downey Jr. steps up, quick throw at first. So he popped out in this game. He's 0 for 1, 2 for 6 for the series so far. 2 outs, runner at first. Spider-Man has speed. Outside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the breaking ball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Iron Man. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retire, but they do get a run on the RBI single from Spider-Man. And at the end of 3 innings of play, it is 1-0 Avengers. So, top of the 4th, Gary Sheffield is 0 for 1. He steps in against Star-Lord. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. Fouls off the circle change, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the change up. Stay alive. And he pops it up. Tony Stark is there. He makes the catch in foul territory on the first base side for out number 1.
Now back.
So Joe Carter grounded out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Second plate appearance. Inside corner at the knees, strike 1. Oh, that's a deep one. And this ball game, ladies and gentlemen, is tied. Joe Carter, a solo shot, his 8th of the season. And the score is 1 apiece. Boom. That one is not coming down anytime soon. So, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Sano is 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1. Just misses outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, and this one's high and deep. This one's got a chance. At the track, the wall. It is off the top of the wall. It bounces over for a solo shot. Sano's 8th homer of the year as well, and it's back-to-back solo homers to give the Cardinals a 2-1 lead here in the 4th inning. So next up is Francisco Lindor with a single in the 1st. He is 1 for 1. Pops it up, left side, near the line. Dr. Strange makes the catch for the 2nd out. So it's 2-1 St. Louis. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Nick Ahmed steps in, grounded out in the 2nd inning. He is 0 for 1. Strike 1 at the knees.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Circle change. Strike 2. Out in front of the fastball. Strike 3 called. And the inning is over, but not before the 2 solo homers give St. Louis a 2-1 lead. So bottom of the 4th, Chris Evans, Captain America, singled in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. Steps in to start the inning off. And it's a line drive. He is hot. Big turn at first. He stops, so it'll be a leadoff single for Captain America. Next up is the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Quick throw to first. He's back. A lazy fly ball to center. Ashburn is there. He makes the catch for the 1st out. Don Cheadle, War Machine, steps up 0 for 1. Evans leads off first, gets a big lead. And pitches low, ball 1. Outside, ball 2, count is 2-0 on James Rhodes. Three balls, no strikes. on Don Cheadle. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. Ball 4, he walks him. So runners at first and second with one down here in the fourth for the Avengers. Next up is Stephen Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. Runners at first and second with one out. Outside ball 1. Suddenly, Andrew Heaney has lost his command of the strike zone. And he fouls it down the third base line. He drops in foul territory, strike 1. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count is 1 and 2. Nasty breaking ball. And it's a line drive, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Got him inside half of plate. Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. See what he can do. Swing and a miss at the changeup out in front. Count is 0 and 1. Heaney is dancing with danger. It's a line drive. Will it hang up there? And it will. He hit it solidly, but right at the center fielder for the third out, so the side is retired. End of 4. It's a 2-1 lead for St. Louis here at Crosley Field. So we go to the top of the 5th. Chris Iannetta is 0 for 1.
The catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Deep drive on the first pitch, but War Machine tracks it. He waits, makes the catch, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 1.
Richie Ashburn. Third plate appearance. He's 1 for 2 with a single. He is the leadoff man. Inside corner strike.
0-1.
Tries to bunt it, pops it up behind the plate. Strike 2. Fouls off the cutter. Count remains 0 and 2. Here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. 2-1. Redbirds. Fouls off the circle change. We'll do it again. And it's a shallow fly ball. Holland backs into the outfield to make the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Kevin Newman, 1 for 2 with a single. Grounds it slowly to Falcon. He makes the throw to retire the side. So 4.5 innings of baseball. It's a 2-1 lead for the Redbirds. Cardinals lead. Bottom of the 5th. Stepping up to the plate is Benedict Wong, who is 1 for 1. Just off the plate outside, ball 1. Slow roller up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, and he pulls him off the bag. That's an E6 for Lindor. Routine play, should have had him. Not a fast runner. He just laid back on the ball and took his time with the throw and airmailed it up the third base line. So, because of the error, there's a runner at first and nobody out as the lineup turns over, and we have Anthony Mackie out in front of the curveball, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside 2 balls and 1 strike on Falcon. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mackie. Grounds it up the third base line. It goes foul. And we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Wong leads off first. In the dirt, blocked nicely. No advance in the base paths, but the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. Spider-Man is on deck. Pulls it foul. We'll do it again. It's a line drive that dunks itself in there, and it's going to be first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the hit the other way. It just drops it over the head of the second baseman into short center right field. So next up is Spider-Man, who has an RBI single already today. He's 1 for 2. Pitches outside and low, ball 1. Ball 2, count is 2-0. I mean, it's only April, but Tom Holland is hitting 600 with runners in scoring position. And this one might drop in, and it will. But unfortunately, the runner at third has to hold up. It's station to station baseball. The bases will be loaded with nobody out after Tom Holland gets himself a dunk single into right field. Here's the replay. So bases loaded and nobody out for Robert Downey Jr., who's 0 for 2. Outside, ball 1. Line drive up the middle, base hit. And it's going to be a 2-run single for Robert Downey Jr. And the score is now 3-2 Avengers here in the 5th. Still nobody out. Here's the replay. Boom, right up the middle. Take it back from where it came from. So, Chris Evans steps in. Bases are, it's first and third with nobody out. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. And he skies it deep. This is probably going to be a tag-up situation. And it will be a sacrifice fly for Chris Evans. Captain America can do this all day. It's 4-2 Avengers.
Now batting, number 84.
So next up is the Hulk. 1 for 2 with a single. Runner at first with 1 down. Pitches outside, ball 1. A modest 6-game hitting streak Mark Ruffalo brings into this game. Grounds it to the third baseman, over to second for 1, back to first, double play, and the side is retired. Round the horn double play. But not before they score 3 runs and take a 4-2 advantage here at the end of 5. So top of the 6th, Edgar Martinez is 0 for 2. Batting average has dropped to 224. At the knees, low strike, but called a strike nonetheless. Swing and miss. Chasing the high knuckler. Came up with nothing but air. Count is 0-2. Slow roller up the third base line, charged by Dr. Strange, fires across in time, and there's 1 out here in the 6th. Nice play. Gary Sheffield popped out twice. He's 0 for 2. Down the first base line and into the corner. It ricochets. Long run for Batista. By the time he gets that ball back in, it's going to be a double for Sheffield. He's 1 for 3. It's his 7th double of the season. And they now have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. There's really no hesitation at first base. So Joe Carter has a home run today, a solo homer in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Outside corner, strike one. Circle change at the knees, quickly 0-2. Joe Carter's hitting well over 400 with runners in scoring position. Just got underneath it. Benedict Wong waits for it in left. He makes the catch for the second out. Strong throw to second, but of course he's back. So Sano also hit a home run in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. He's a runner in scoring position with 2 down. At the knees, 96 on the radar gun. Strike one. Again, 400 hitter with runners in scoring position. Knuckle curve floats in there for strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three, side retired. The score remains 4-2 Avengers here after 5.5.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So out of the bullpen, in relief of Haney, is Donnie Hart. He's pitching in his 10th game. His record is 0-1. He's got a 9.26 earned run average. And he faces Don Cheadle, who walked in the fourth, so he's officially 0 for 1 at the plate to lead off the sixth. He grounds it up the third base line, but it's foul. 0-1. Pitch is high. That backs off the noggin. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Cheadle. A little late on the fastball. Count is 1-2. Again grounds it foul. Pulls it down the third base line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on War Machine. 2-2. And he pulls it high and deep, but it will curve just foul. Count is 2-2. Inside, off the plate. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here comes the payoff pitch from Hart. Fouls off the slicing into the seats. Payoff pitch again. Oh, he hits this one deep. It's got a chance. It is high. It is far. It is gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. A solo shot for War Machine, his 3rd homer of the season, and the Avengers lead 5-2. Hooah! Oh, yeah. Let's watch his replay. He got all of this. Boom! Oof, you can hear it. High fence out there in Crossley. Hit it high, get it out. So next up is Benedict Cumberbatch. With nobody out still here in the bottom of the 6th. Out in front of the circle change, strike one. He's 0 for 2. Slicing to the left field. And it drops in front of the fielder for a bloop single to left. Thought he would have a chance at that. And did he give up on it? Could have dove. Guess he didn't want to take a chance to play it into a double. Drax is up. He's 0 for 2. Pitch is high. Ball 1. So Cumberbatch leads off first. There's nobody out still. Just misses below the knees. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Dave. Hard line drive, and it is in play down the third base line, and it's going to be a strong throw to third. He's in there, so it's a double. That is Drax's 5th double of the season. It's runners at 2nd and 3rd with still nobody out. Just hit the chalk line. Strong throw to third, but not in time. So, Benedict Wong is double today. And he fouls off the slider, strike one. He has 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Doesn't need a hit to get that runner in from third. Swing and a miss, the inside fastball. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Wong. Off the plate, inside 1 and 2 on today's left fielder. Low and outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he pops him up in the infield. Lindor is there. He makes the catch for the first out. The runner did not score. So Anthony Mackie has a single today. He's 1 for 3. He has a chance to get those runners in. Inside off the plate, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Outside, ball 2. Count is 2-0. And it's a line drive, base hit to left. And the throw goes to the plate. It is up the line, so it's a 2-run single. Actually, they may consider it to be a double. I would call it a 2-run single, and it's 7-2.
Number 8, second baseman, Holland. Your attention,
So
please.
Tom Holland steps up. Phil Niekro comes in out of the bullpen. His 9th appearance. His record's 3-1 with a 7.98 earned run average. The knuckleballer. 1 out, runner in scoring position. 2 for 3, Tom Holland is. Swings and misses at the knuckler, strike 1. In there, strike 2 at the knees. Pulls the knuckler foul. Set count will remain 0-2 on Spidey. Fouls off the knuckleball. We'll do it again.
That's a ball.
Check the swing. Pitches outside, ball 1. Count is 1-2 on Holland. Checks the swing, was inside corner, strike 3. He's caught looking. First strikeout for Niekro. Robert Downey Jr. has a 2-run single in this game. He's got an RBI opportunity at second base with 2 outs. Fouls off the curveball, strike 1. Swing and a miss. The knuckleball count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Looks like Phil has the knuckler working today so far. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 0-2 on Tony Stark.
Nope.
1 ball, 2 strikes, inside pitch. And he fouls it down the left field line. Into the seats. Again, just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The score is 7-2 Avengers. And he pulls it high and deep. It is traveling, but at the warning track. He makes the catch to retire the side, but not before they get 2 more runs. And at the end of 6 innings of baseball, it's the Hollywood Avengers 7, St. Louis Cardinals 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Francisco Lindor is 1 for 2. Pratt is still in there pitching here in the 7th. Out in front of the fastball, strike 1. At the knees, cut fastball, strike 2. Grounds it up the first base line towards and into the St. Louis Cardinals bullpen on the field. Count remains 0-2. Deep drive, but playable for Wong in left. He makes the catch, 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next up is Nick Ahmed, 0-2. Grounds it to the shortstop Falcon. Mackie fires, and there's 2 down. 2 quick outs here for Star-Lord. Chris Iannetta, 0-2 today. He's 1-for-6 so far in this series. Swing and a miss, 96 on the radar gun. Strike 1. Deep drive towards the gap. Long run from Matt Anthony. Nice play by Don Cheadle to run that pitch down in the gap. So, 7th inning stretch time, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 7-2 ball game. Avengers with the advantage. Bottom of the 7th steps up Captain America, who's 2-for-2. And he swings and misses out in front of the knuckleball. Strike 1. Fouls off the knuckler. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Evans. Again fouls it off. In the dirt, 1-2. Looking to get him to chase. Throw him the curveball instead of the knuckler. And that's a line drive which will dunk in the other way for a lead-off single. Chris Evans is 3-for-3. Next up is Mark Ruffalo. It's 1-for-3 today. Hard ground ball off the glove of the shortstop Lindor. He fires safe. So it was a chance for a double play, but in the end, it's an infield single for Mark Ruffalo. Doesn't have a lot of speed down the line, but is able to beat it out. So first and second, with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th, Don Cheadle has a solo home run today. It's 1-for-2. And he fouls off the curveball, strike 1. Runners are at first and second. They already have a 5-run lead. Fastball high, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulls the fastball foul, count is 1-2. Grounds it slowly to the first baseman. Martinez is 2nd for 1. Back to first, he throws it away. So he's going to go all the way to second base on the throwing error. So it'll be 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. I don't even know how to call that. Point is that Dr. Strange will get up. He's a single today. He's 1-for-3 with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Good opportunity for some insurance. And he pulls the foul for strike number 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So he's got a runner at 3rd with less than 2 outs. He needs to get that runner home. And he slices it down the first base line. Check that 3rd base line foul. Count remains 0-2 on Dr. Strange. In there at the top of the strike zone. And there's 2 away. He got frozen by that knuckler. Dave Bautista's 1-for-3 with a double. He needs a hit to get him in. Let's see if he can do it. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 70-mile-an-hour knuckleball. Fouls it off. Count is 0-2. He's got it working today. He really does. Strike 3, side retired. So 2 runners out of second and third, and he strikes out the next 2 batters to hold them there. So at the end of 7, it's still 7-2 Avengers. Top of the 8th. Richie Ashburn is 1 for 3 with a single. Pratt is still out there. Ground ball to the right side. Spider-Man fields, fires, and there's 1 away. Kevin Newman, 1 for 8 in this series. He has a single today. In there, strike 1, 96 on the radar gun. And he slices it towards the seats into foul territory, strike 2. And it's towards the gap, but Benedict Wong makes the catch for the second out. Nice play. Edgar Martinez is 0 for 3 today, dropping his batting average to 222. It's 2 out here in the top of the 8th. And he slices it the other way, but foul. Strike 1. Out in front of the circle change, strike 2. Hits it hard down the left field line. 1 hop to the fence. Strong throw to second. It is offline. It's a double for Edgar Martinez. He's 1 for 3. Or check that. I think he might be 1 for 4. That's his 3rd double of the season. And there's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 8th. No chance for Benedict to get over there. Got a good little crow hop. 1 hop, but just up the line. So, we have Gary Sheffield, who is 1 for 3 with a double himself. And it just misses off the plate. Circle change. Manager's office, bullpen. Paul Rudd is going to warm up. Josh Brolin's going to warm up. Just in case. It's the line drive for the 3rd out of the inning, and 7.5 innings have gone by. The score is still 7-2 Avengers.
Your attention, please. Now,
so, pitching here in the bottom of the 8th, Oliver Drake making his 17th appearance out of the bullpen. Record is 1-0 with a 2.75 earned run average, respectable. And leading off is Benedict Wong. He is 1 for 3.
That is it.
Split finger fastball finds the strike zone. Oh, okay. I'd like to go to the manager's office, so I'll wait until the next pitch. Fouls off the 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Drake. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Manager's office, bullpen. Righty-righty switch. So Paul Rudd, scheduled to put Paul Rudd in the game. Ant-Man. So, here we go. Pitch is low in the dirt. Count is 1-2 on Wong. And he pulls it foul. Count remains 1-2. Out ahead of the breaking ball. Outside, count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pops it up, straight up the elevator shaft. Iannetta makes the catch behind home plate for the 1st out here in the bottom of the 8th. So Anthony Mackie is 2 for 4. He has 2 singles. He has 2 runs batted in. Steps in for at-bat number 5. It's a line drive that will fall in there. Oh, and will roll all the way to the wall. This is a chance for a triple for Anthony Mackie. The throw goes into third, and he will stop there with a one-out triple. That is his first, Anthony Mackie, Falcon's first triple of the season. Aggressive play, looked to make the catch, and it rolled behind him all the way. So, runner at third with less than 2 outs for Tom Holland, who's 2 for 4 with an RBI. Swinging and a miss to the split finger fastball, strike one. Outside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bullpen is active for the Redbirds. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. 2 and 2 is the count now. Strike 3 called. And there's 2 down. He did not get the runner in. Nasty breaking ball. So, Robert Downey Jr. is up there. He's 1 for 4, but he does have 2 runs batted in. Chance for some more insurance here with 2 outs. And he drives it just outside the line. Down the first base line for strike 1. Fouls it off. Count is 0 and 2. Inside, did he swing? No, he did not. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Iron Man. Runner leads off third, 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. It's a 7-2 ball game. And he gets the RBI single. And the score is 8-2. He is Iron Man. 2-out hit.
The catcher, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans steps up to the plate. He's had a good day. He's 3 for 3 with an RBI. 5 for 8 in this series so far. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Robert Downey Jr. leads off first. It's 2 out. At the knees, strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pulls it into the seats. Count is 1 and 2 on Chris Evans. Right at the first baseman. It almost knocks him down, but he makes the catch. Nice catch by Martinez. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Check that. We go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the St. Louis Cardinals. They need 6 runs to tie. Can they do it? Do we want to change pictures? Yes, I do. In comes the man who plays the Ant-Man in the Marvel Universe, Paul Rudd. His 9th appearance out of the bullpen. His ERA is 5.00. Joe Carter, 1 for 3, but the one was a big one. It was a solo home run. Pitches low, ball 1. And he pops him up in the infield. Robert Downey Jr. sits there, makes the catch, and there's 1 away here in the 9th. Two-seam fastball at the knees, strike 1. Miguel Sano, 1 for 3 with a homer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls him off. Jams him. Count is 1 and 2. And he pops him up on the outfield grass. Downey makes the catch for the 2nd out, and the Cardinals are down to their final out. Francisco Lindor is 2 for 7 in the series. He has a single today, 1 for 3. And he skies it, playable. This should do it. Wong makes the catch Side retired. Ball game over. Avengers win 7-2. Check that. 8-2. So they take the first 2 games of this 4-game series at home at Crosley Field. And let's do this the right way. So, the Hollywood Avengers, 8 runs, 16 hits, no errors. The St. Louis Cardinals, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, gets the victory. Andrew Haney gets the loss. And Anthony Mackie, 3 for 5 with 2 runs batted in, is given the Player of the Game honors. This has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you're not into baseball, I don't know why you'd be watching if you are not into baseball. But if you happen to like Dungeons and Dragons, we do have a show that we put on. It's not a video game. It's a tabletop role-playing game where we get together on Zoom and stream to YouTube. And we play D&D on Monday nights. I hope to see you then. If for whatever reason you're watching this on replay and it's not live, you can check our playlist of former episodes, Dungeons and Dragons episodes, on our YouTube channel. So, again, this was Hollywood Avengers winning 8-2. Thank you so much. Have a great night.